Cafe Anyway. Hello, it's Mike.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Look at that. It's episode 2784, 2784. Mike Matthews here at Cafe Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
The last place on earth I didn't know it was going to rain today. I thought, okay, that's something that's going to be happening off far away. But it rained, and now it's very wet outside. I can't walk. I can't go on my bicycle ride. There you go. That's my lyrics for today. I wrote them.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Because I was in that mood. That's what I do when I'm in this mood, is sing songs like that.
Mike's
I hope you enjoyed it.
Daily
Because
Podcast.
it's a podcast and it's free.
Yeah!
And that's great. For you. For me. My name's not Mr. Beast. It's Mike Matthews. Apparently, Mr. Beast is taking his knack for virality. Virility? No, virality to Prime Video. Amazon's streaming service is struggling to get noticed. Even though we watched this show. So my lovely lady friend has BritBox. She got BritBox for us. So we watch a lot of shows on there. But this one show they have, this British show, is called Hidden. And they speak in Welsh. Wow. I know somebody whose last name is Welsh. That is an interesting language. It almost sounds Swedish to me, or Danish or something. I never really heard it in its proper Welsh-speaking form. So it's a detective show. It's in English, but then all of a sudden when they go back in the backwoods there and they talk to the people of the region with their specific language, you hear this intricate, I don't know what's going on. Well, it's an 8-episode show. And about halfway through it, it just moves so slow. And it's one case. So they solve just one case in 8 episodes. I hate that.
And here's today's podcast picture.
If it's a murder mystery, I want the mystery solved by the end of the episode. Solve the mystery. Solve it. Do it now. Sherlock. Figure it out now. I don't want some long 8-episode arc because they drag it out. They add all these little things that take forever. No, we don't need that. Cut that out. Oh, but Mike, that's real life. It's showing you a real life. No, cut it out. Just snip it. Edit it. What was that? Oh, the podcast picture is of me with scissors editing things. Because I'm an editor. No, what it is of the beautiful Marina Del Rey. The late, great Basil the Boxer never went to Marina Del Rey. But he did go to the San Leandro Marina and the Alameda Marinas and the one in the city, San Francisco, the Marina District. He was there, but never Marina Del Rey. We never made it that far south, but there he is singing for you. So what Amazon's doing is bringing on YouTube's most followed creator, Jimmy Donaldson. Let's stop calling him Mr. Beast. Let's just call him Jimmy Donaldson. Hey, Jimmy Donaldson. Bring on over your 245 million fans, your subscribers. 245 million subscribers. Yes, he is the biggest on YouTube. He is behind viral videos like Survive 100 Days Trapped, Win $500,000, and 1,000 Blind People See for the First Time. Each of those have pulled in over 175 million views. Jimmy Donaldson will host and executive produce the Beast Games for Prime Video.
Is that why you're bald, Mike?
How dare you? Jimmy Donaldson hosted a real-life Squid Games contest in 2021 that got 588 million YouTube views. So now he's hosting Beast Games for Prime Video. It will pit 1,000 people against each other for $5 million in prizes. Oh, it is a grand prize of $500 million. Wow. The largest in the history of television. So that is the first time that seriously, in big numbers, a YouTuber has gone mainstream. Oh, they try. Oh, the TikTokers, they try. But this is someone who actually succeeded finally. Now, what happened the first time? The 4-minute mile or
danger, Will Robinson, danger.
I know. I cannot run a mile anywhere. It's got to be 20 minutes or so. Maybe it's 3 hours. But when they got it down to like underneath 4-minute mile, it took forever for someone to run a mile faster than 4 minutes. But once someone did it, it like knocked down the walls, and there were all these records being broken within the year. So maybe this means more YouTubers will hit the big time. So the Jimmy Donaldson empire, which includes monetized videos and branded merchandise and snacks. And if he just took the Mr. Beast off and went with Jimmy Donaldson, I wonder how much he'd sell. It grossed $82 million last year, more than double that of any other digital creator. That's what you got to aspire to, TikTokers. $82 million then, and YouTubers. Then you will be the big time. Hey, so I don't know if you've ever bought a house or sold a house. So I had to sell my mom's house when she passed away. The realtor, I asked her, how much is the commission that you're getting? She said 6%. And I had a coworker who has bought and sold a couple houses. He said, no, you need to
Hey, good looking. We'll be back to pick you up later.
You need to consult Mr. Microphone because he's going to tell you you need to have that under 3%. It should be under 3% for the commission. I'm like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way I'm going to get it that low. So we stuck with 6%, and I was comfortable with that because there was a lot of stuff she needed to do, especially since I was selling a house from the other side of the country, and there was a lot of Florida stuff I didn't quite understand that she was able to navigate. But get this. You probably heard about this, or maybe not, because I don't think it got that much fanfare as we go outside of Café Anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth in the country of Ameritopica, with all of our topicas. So much so we need to apply Topica cream. Realtors their 6% commission on buying and selling homes has been eliminated. The National Association of Realtors agreed to pay $418.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. Let's say it together.
Anyway.
Café Anyway. Agreed to pay $418 million in damages and eliminate its rules on the standard 6% commission for real estate agents in the U.S. I wonder if I get some money in the damages in the settlement, since I was one of the ones that paid the 6%. So real estate commissions in the United States total approximately $100 billion annually. And now the 6% commission has gone, which makes you wonder how many realtors are going to stay in the game without that 6% commission. Because if you sell a multi-million-dollar house and get 6%, that adds up. So real estate agents are expected to lower their commissions to remain competitive. Experts predict that this change could lead to a substantial reduction in commissions, potentially by as much as 30%. For the average priced American home for sale, $1 million.
The Haley moment of the week.
We don't have any more Nikki Haley. So that was the moment just there, that half a second, because there's no Nikki Haley right now. But so the average priced American home for sale, $1 million. Sellers are paying roughly $60,000 in brokerage fees. Those costs are passed on to the buyer, boosting the price of the home. This has the potential to drive down home prices across the board. So with this elimination of the 6% commission, shares of real estate firms, Zillow and Compass, both fell by 10%. Home builder stocks rose, though, on the news. Lennar and Toll Brothers, as well as Pulte Group, they all went up.
It's a trap!
So watch out. If you're planning to sell your home soon, it may be beneficial to consider waiting to list until new lower commission models emerge. That from Rob Black. I produce his podcast. He's heard in the Bay Area Monday through Friday in the 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock hours on AM 1220 KDOW. And he is also on television Monday through Thursday on Kron in the 9 o'clock hour. Very interesting stuff. So Bitcoin has not been doing well. Now, I know my financial advisor had bought a Bitcoin ETF, and I'm hoping he's keeping an eye on this because it's been dropping quite a bit lately. It has slumped below $63,000. I think it's dropped even more today or on Friday after topping a record $73,679 the previous week. But that's what Bitcoin does. Goes up and down, up and down, up and down. It is a total roller coaster. And when it goes down a lot. When it goes up, wow. Bitcoin
is awesome.
Oh, thank you. There's Rob right there. Bitcoin weakness began as traders started taking profits. That's the mean. Revert to the mean. That's what's going on. Traders, they want their money. They're pulling money out of this. So they're taking profits after it soared roughly 70% from the beginning of the year to now. Oh, back to houses. Austin's housing market is taking a chill pill. Their housing prices are finally coming down to earth because they did really well from 2019 to 2022, ran up to nearly 67%. That's how high up the prices went. Rents fell 7%, though, over the last year in Austin. That's nice for the renters. They don't have to deal with that. And then trying to find a house, though, would have been too expensive anyway in Austin. The biggest drop of any U.S. city.
Right.
Rent fell 7%, and that was the biggest in the U.S. for cities. Home prices have fallen over 11%, though, since 2022. So it was running up, and then 2022 it started to fall. And let's see, the craft store Joanne, it's 81 years old, and it has filed for bankruptcy.
Why the hell did I yelp that?
I mean, why did I yelp about how great Joanne was? The Joanne's. I think I went into a craft store. Is it owned by Michaels? I don't know. I've been into a Michaels. But the Joanne craft chain store thrived during the pandemic because people were taking up knitting and embroidery and crafts of all kinds. But it has struggled to retain sales after people stopped sewing and they got to get out of their house and do other things. Like take up those extreme sports that people love to do, don't they? Until they break something and then it's, why did I yelp that? Or why did I try that? 56% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 expense that comes from an emergency situation. We are living in a paycheck to paycheck nation, says Rob. Outside a Café Anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, look who is here. Hello, my God, this is Chely Shoehart, gift shop supervisor. I don't use Yelp anymore, my God. Yeah, it was a big thing for a while. I even have a Yelp sticker.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
No, listen, Hal. It wasn't because I didn't get a Yelp sticker for Café Anyway. But someone just gave one to me. I think there was a bunch of Yelp people, like promoters, promoting the promo team out there, swag team, giving away stuff in San Diego. I was down there for a wedding in October of 2010. In fact, it might have even been 10-10-10. And there were people with stickers they were giving out. And I have a Yelp pen as well. And that's all I have to say about Yelp. But Chely, you should lots of people should have given you a good Yelp review because you're such a good gift shop supervisor and your gift shop's amazing with all the stuff you have. That's right, Mike Matthews. A lot of people like the snow globes that I have. I have a lot of snow globes. And I sell lots of ramen. Oh, I guess Chewy likes ramen. Mike Matthews, he bought all the ramen today. Mike Matthews. Okay, look who else is here. Oh, Mike, this is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer, Mike. When it rains outside at Café Anyway, we all get wet, and it gets very annoying talking to you because there's all this electrical equipment everywhere, and we could get shocked.
What is the matter with you?
Oh, did you? I think they...
Yeah, how's the mic, Mike?
Everybody just got shocked. All the Café Anyway characters. Uh-oh. I better bring them back inside and resuscitate them. How do you resuscitate someone after electrical shock? Don't listen to this podcast to find out. Or go to WebMD. I don't know. But if I went into how to do that, I'd probably get another strike from YouTube about that, which I don't want to do right now. Hey, I promised I'd go into more about the trip to Los Angeles. Oh, the Muttley just stopped by, too. I wonder if he got an electrical shock as well. Oh, everybody got resuscitated. They're all fine. Okay, good. That's the end of the podcast. The end. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster. If you would like to comment on anything that we covered on this podcast, you can do so in the section Emails from Email and your calm and not so comments. And let's think a nice word for Middleton. That was sad to hear that such a young person has to deal with cancer. Unfortunately, it is a thing that happens to more people than you think, and probably someone that you know. And it just, I despise cancer with every fiber of my being. But that is what it's all about, is the fibers in our being. And something goes wrong, and there you go. The mutations and whatnot, and that causes cancer and other things. That's
Hi there, Mike. How are you?
Broad brushstroke, but still, it is there by the grace of God go I. There goes us, as fragile as we are, as Sting pointed out. It's just how we are, and we got to be careful and enjoy every moment of life, even when we're being rained on, such as now.
What was that all about?
I don't know. I went on some kind of tangent. You're welcome.
Call Mike at the Café Anyway hotline. Area code 510-228-4640.
Okay, with more ways to reach me, here's A-Frame.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!